Hey guys, what's going on? It's xdeadlysmoorex here, and welcome back to part 4 of our Shadows of Cold Steel 2 Let's Play. In the last episode, we, Rean had a bath in the Phoenix Wings, and he was being a little bit moody, a little bit brooding, and Elise gave him a metaphorical slap, and basically told him, get a hold of yourself, you little shit. She didn't actually say that, but then she basically put Rean on the right path again, and we heard the roar of the Magic Knight, and now we're in the Valley of Ymir, or Ymir Valley, to fight the Magic Knight that's appeared, and something very interesting is going to happen after we beat the Magic Knight. But I need to say something first. There is, as you guys probably know, the same with, because I'm playing this on my PS4, as you guys probably know, because that's how I record this stuff. You get the DLC for it, and as you see, I have got all the DLC, including the Sepith stuff. It just makes the game it doesn't like actually change the difficulty of the game all that much, because all the Sepith really does in this game is just allow you to upgrade your Arcus unit, and as I told you in the last game, we're going to need a lot of Sepith to upgrade, to get so I can use super rare quartz for people, and even then I don't think everyone's going to be able to use super rare quartzes. So anyway, let's get in with the episode. Oh well, this is it. This is the monument that caused all the trouble you brought up before, right? Even now I can sense some spiritual power. As far as I can tell, everything here's in order. Yeah, I don't see anything abnormal going on either. It caused me a lot of trouble back when I was a kid too. Yeah, it's when Rean went beast mode and just destroyed this monster with a fucking hatchet cleaver thing. Guess I'm cursed by the spot, aren't I? Rean, don't be silly. That came from close by. Here it comes. Dun 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 dun. There it is. How could it be perfectly fine after falling off a damn cliff? Ancient legends mentioned that they had the power to regenerate, but I didn't think it held that much merit. You have to stop it from reaching Ymir. Don't do anything that'll put yourself in unnecessary danger, at least. Just take your own advice, Rean. I won't. Alright, let's give this our best shot. Hoorah!
Watch out! This is a tough one!
I'm up!
Remember, this thing's weak to...
Please, allow me! Yeah, this is it!
There we go.
Got you!
Knew it was weak
Sure
to
thing.
something.
Here I go!
Fireball. It's gonna...
Too slow! Now!
Nice counter.
I'll back you up! Please, allow me!
Sure thing.
Here I go! Ha!
There we go.
Gather! Ha! Strike!
Assume your stand. Fragrant Garden!
Time to stop holding back.
Get him, Tobal.
This is gonna hurt. Rebellion! Storm!
Damn.
I'm up!
Ah, that's really annoying. Yeah. Just a golden sphere. The power game again,
Let's
you
move!
serious?
Sit!
I can do that now!
Got you!
I mean, you didn't
Ready
really
to
need
go.
do that, right?
My turn! Sit!
Please,
Ready to go.
Let's move! Ha!
I can do this!
Sure thing.
Too slow! Let's
At least
move!
needs healing.
Arcus,
Thank you
So we
very
gave
much!
rings
I can
here.
do this!
Oh, if I'd kept it,
This is it!
let's go rush.
Rean, after me!
leave it to me!
I'm up!
Power game. Okay.
Let's move!
See it.
Yeah!
Thank you very much! Right!
There you go, and at least with the crit. Just got let's try this one.
There! Now!
Nice.
Got you!
Ready to go. 1, 2.
Here I go!
Nice.
There! Ha!
Oh, it's going to power game. No,
Right.
you almost killed it.
Now!
God
Got you.
damn it.
Ready to go.
Let's
All
move!
that work for nothing.
Second form. Now!
Nice.
I'll back you up! Right!
Swallowtail.
There!
Sure thing. 1, 2.
Let's move.
Gale.
Second form. Gale!
There we go.
That's that. Let's keep moving.
Yeah, look at that.
Great!
Every little improvement counts.
Elise is decent though. Look at those stats. Like, she's very solid, like all around. Kind of like how Eustace is. Think that did it? Not yet. Nope. Grew 4. It can grow more arms? You can't be serious. Well, I think he's ready. Ready enough. But he won't be able to fight for very long. Still, he's the best chance we've got. At least, Toval, stay back. Why? What for?
Heed my call. Valimar, the Ashen Knight!
Acknowledged.
Acknowledged.
I'm gonna see if I can give Valimar a voice in this Let's Play as well.
What's that sound?
Am I seeing things?
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, he's recovered enough to fend off this guy at least. Try and actually win this time, got it?
I was 2-0 until I fought. 1-0 until I fought. What are you talking about, Celine? Rean actually won his first fight in Valimar.
Not a problem. I'm counting on you, Valimar. Our target's the Magic Knight right in front of us.
Acknowledged. However, operational time is limited to a maximum of 300 seconds. Caution is advised.
So this is the Ashen Knight? I'd heard about it fighting against the Alliance forces trying to take over Trista, but wow, this is something else.
Are you really moving that, Rean?
Elise, Toval, I'll take care of this. Stay back.
Roger that. Come on, Missy. We're gonna be in danger if we stay here.
All right.
Go.
I'll have to rely on the unarmed form this time too, but that's fine by me. Okay, here goes!
All right. You ready?
And basically it's the same, like the Divine Knight battles that we had 2 of during when we fought, what was it, Scarlet and Crow.
Yeah, let's go!
Nice.
Ta! Now!
Again.
Ta!
It's working. Keep it up. That's it.
Punch
Just
in
a
the
little
face.
more.
For the arm.
Let's go!
Gotcha, bitch. That was easy.
He did it!
Thank goodness. I think he's used up every last bit of the mana he recovered.
That was a close one.
No, really, we smashed that Divine Magic Knight.
You didn't have a weapon, and yet you still came out on top, Rean. Not half bad. Not that it means you're ready to take on the Azure Awakener. That's a ways away.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Combat efficiency demonstrated a 5% increase over the previous battle. I look forward to observing further improvement in the future.
Sure. I hope I don't let you down. I barely know a thing about you. But even then, it's clear as day that you're far more reliable than I'll ever be. Well, it doesn't matter how it happened. The fact is, we're now fighting alongside one another as both allies and friends. So don't worry. I'll do everything I can to become strong enough to draw out your full power. Strong enough to even win against Crow.
I shall await that day.
Rean!
Hey there. You did great, champ.
Thanks. You didn't get hurt at all, did you, Elise?
I'm fine. I'm more concerned about you. Are you feeling all right? I'd heard about what happened the last time you fought inside that thing.
I'm a little tired, but that's all. I probably wouldn't have gotten off so easily if things were anywhere close to being like last time, honestly.
As I've said once before, all damage taken by a Divine Knight is passed on to its Awakener. So take that as extra motivation to continue getting better at piloting him.
Oh yeah, you did say that, didn't you? Well, I'd have to improve my piloting skills to get things done anyway. I've got every intention of getting better.
You're sounding a lot more sure of yourself now.
Does that mean you're feeling better?
Yeah, never better. If I want to reunite with the others, I need to keep moving forward. Sorry, I've got a feeling I'm just gonna be causing you a lot more grief in the future.
Oh, don't you worry about that. I'm plenty used to it.
I was going to say, Rean, you've been doing that for quite a number of years now.
And besides, I'd like nothing more than for you to be reunited with your classmates.
Thanks, Elise.
You can be such a troublemaker.
Sounds like things are all wrapped up here.
Incorrect.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
That can't be.
Oh, not now.
It's Grianos.
Rianos!
It's the bird I saw in the Capitol.
Hello there, darling. Miss me? It's so lovely to see you again, Rean.
Is that bird talking?
After Celine, a bird shouldn't be any more surprising, but still. You've got some nerve showing yourself, Vita. Although not enough nerve to show up in person, apparently. So what does Ouroboros' oh-so-amazing second Anguis, the Azure Abyss herself, want with us?
What's an Anguis?
One of Ouroboros' top brass.
It's nice to see you again too, Celine. And while I know of them, I can't say I recall ever being formally introduced to Rean's adorable sister or that handsome bracer with you. I'm sorry that our first meeting had to be through my familiar.
Huh?
Misty. No. I suppose I should call you Vita now. How did you know we were here?
We've been trying to find the whereabouts of the Ashen Knight for quite a while, you see. We've been searching for the past month since the Civil War began without any luck. But then we sensed an active magic knight in this area. And that was what finally led us to you.
I wasn't expecting our location to be discovered this quickly.
I got to see your battle with Crow too, incidentally. For it being the first time you've ever piloted a knight, you did rather well. If we're being objective, though, it was more akin to a tiger swatting away at a cub.
Yeah, no shit, because Crow's had his not his astronaut, his is the Azure Knight. He's had his Divine Knight for a good number of years, like I think 3, 4, possibly even 5 years. I don't know. I think they mention it in this game how long he's had it, but I think he's had it definitely longer than Rean, like a good few years more than Rean has, because Rean only got it active. Rean didn't even know Valimar existed until like practically the end of Trails of Cold Steel 1, and then even then, when he fought Crow, that was his second fight in it. So ain't no way he's gonna have, in 2 fights, is Rean gonna have more experience than like Crow, who's had it for a good few years.
What are Crow and that Azure Knight doing now anyway? And what happened to everyone at the Academy?
I'm sure they're fine, Rean.
Crow's been keeping himself very, very busy. The Nobel Alliance forces see him as their little joker. They call him the Azure Chevalier now. I'm afraid I don't know anything about your classmates, though. Emma's in hiding now, too. Still, if you want to know that badly...
That didn't sound good.
That sounded like gunfire.
Uh-oh. I wasn't expecting them to arrive so soon. It sounds like the Jaegers hired by Duke Alborea are here. I'm guessing it's only a matter of time now before Princess Alphen is taken into their custody.
Jaegers? In Ymir?
Her Highness?
Damn it.
I can assure you that I have nothing to do with what's happening over there. I think you're going to want to hurry, though. Perhaps if you run fast enough, you might be able to get back in time.
Yeah, I'll say this now. Duke Alborea, like, in this game, he is one of the...
How dare she act like this is all some game!
Shut up, Celine. Yeah, Duke Alborea, like Rufus and Eustace's dad, is one of the biggest bastards in this game. Not only for what he does in Ymir, like what happens with the Jaeger Corps, but also like what he does like later into the story. Oh my god, he is one of the worst people in this game.
Let it go, Celine. We've got to hurry.
Yeah, Her Highness and the rest of Ymir are in real danger if we don't get moving.
Right.
Don't worry, I'm not going to be that guy and cut it off right now. That's not happening. I'm going to run down to Ymir, avoid every single monster fight.
I wonder which Jaeger Corps we're dealing with here.
I really hope everyone's alright.
Let's just hurry.
I don't think the outfit, if I remember, it's not a big outfit. I think it's just the Northern Jaegers. Elise, you okay? Can't believe they sent Jaegers to Ymir. On the side, the Nobel Alliance doesn't even care about trying to keep up appearances anymore. That Anguish said that she had nothing to do with it, though. It's true that this kind of thing isn't really her style. If she wanted to abduct someone, trust me, she'd happily enjoy squeezing the life out of such a nasty spectacle to the very last drop. I suppose it just goes to show that the Nobel Alliance isn't quite as united as it looks. I guess now's Let's try that one again. I guess now is as good a time as any to ask. Just who is Misty? I mean, Vida Clotilde, anyway. I know that Misty, the radio show host, and Clotilde, the opera singer, are both just acts. She's a member of the Hexen clan too. She's known as the Witch of the Abyss, and she vanished after breaking a taboo 7 years ago. Think of her like a sister to Emma, and that blue bird who's usually with her, Grianos, is a familiar like me. A witch? A familiar? Well, I'm lost. But in short, she's related to you and Emma, right? Essentially, yes. Emma's been trying to find Vida ever since she disappeared. She had to put that on hold when her duties required her to join the academy. But how could we have missed her when she was so close by that whole time? Wait a second. Missy spent a fair amount of time in Trista, but going to and from the radio station building. She was popular among the students too. And yet all this time, all those months, you never once realized her true identity? Something's off about that. Vida likely used some form of curse to keep us from finding out. Witches are capable of interfering with the laws of causality and the cognitive abilities of others. Don't talk about cognition, get enough of that in Persona 5. She probably made it so no information regarding her or her whereabouts would ever reach us. That sounds so frightening. Tell me about it. Makes sense though. She wouldn't be the only Anguish to know how to mess with people's cognitive abilities. Alright, that's all I need to know for now. Anyway, have you caught your breath, Elise? Yes, thank you. We can keep going. Good, let's get to Ymir. Why did you even stop in the first place? Get away from me.
I can hear more.
Why does this have to be happening?
They might just be warning shots.
Oh,
Try and stay
definitely.
calm.
Oh no, they are, but they won't be in a minute.
Heavens!
Your Highness, please hurry back inside the mansion and hide. Whatever may come to pass, we won't allow them to touch you.
But...
There you are. We are the Northern Jaegers, and we've entered a contract with the Kreutzen province. By the order of its lord, Duke Alberea, we are here to take you into protective custody, Your Highness.
No. Auntie Lucia?
Out of the way, woman!
I ask you to leave this village at once. The Schwarzer family has historical connections with the Imperial family. So as long as I live, you will not lay a hand on Her Highness.
You got guts, if nothing else.
Oh, it's so funny if, like, Lucius Schwarzer just pulls out, like, a giant, like, two-handed buster sword. Like, you want to try this, bitch?
But I'm not going to repeat myself again. Our orders are that the lives of all other than Princess Alphen are of no consequence. Am I making myself clear?
Please don't!
Don't you dare lay a hand on them!
Go on.
Who are you?
Uncle Teo!
Darling,
I am the Baron of Ymir, Teo Schwarzer,
Call him T.O., but there you go.
and I will serve as your opponent. Begin!
Not all talk, I see.
The art of swordsmanship has been passed down in the Schwarzer family for generations. I couldn't hope to compare to Master Kafai or Lord Arsaid, but I dedicate myself to honing my skills all the same.
Clearly you're not the type of noble who sits idly by and hires men to fight his battles for him.
He's throwing shade at Duke Alberea.
But I wonder how much use your sword will have if we try this.
I'm sorry, Mr. Baron.
You cowards! Have you no shame?
All that matters to we Jaegers is fulfilling our contract by any means necessary.
That's when you find Alf just, like, pulls his leg back and, like, kicks the guy square in the nuts.
Fail to cooperate, and you know what happens next.
And you get shot. Spoilers.
It sounded like a machine gun.
Oops.
There's fire everywhere!
Damn it. Looks like we're up against some pretty high-ranking Jaegers here.
Your Highness!
Yeah.
Father? No!
The hell?
Rean! No!
What the? How? Yeah!
Rean?
Die. Whoa. He's a monster.
Rean! Rean, don't lose yourself to anger!
Kill him, Rean. Do
That
it.
will only lead to a repeat of what happened 8 years ago!
Elise.
He's still breathing. Your father's alive, Rean. Hang in there. I'll do first aid right away.
Lady Schwarzer is just fine too. She was knocked unconscious, but I don't see any injuries. She's okay. Auntie Lucia stayed with us. Oh, thank goodness.
Rean absolutely destroyed their weapons.
Are you back to normal? Rean, speak to me. Are you alright?
Sorry, Elise. I lost control of myself again.
It's alright. It's alright. You came back to me in the end, and that's all that matters.
Elise, I'm sorry. I really am.
Auntie Lucia? Are you alright, Auntie Lucia?
Your Highness, you're unharmed.
Yes, I'm fine. And it's all because of you and your family. I can't even begin to thank you enough.
Your Highness, there's no need to cry. You have the face of an angel. Please don't spoil it with tears.
Well, I'm glad she's in no mortal danger. Toval, what about Father?
I've given him some first aid, but he was injured pretty severely. We should get him to somewhere he can receive proper treatment as soon as possible.
No.
Dad.
Honestly, some people have no patience.
Yep, here comes Vita.
Vita, you...
What do you want with us this time?
I had some concerns about how things were over here, so I decided to come and have a look. Duke Alberea's really gone and done it this time. It's obvious that he really wants to get ahead of Duke Cayenne, but this isn't the most prudent way to do it.
You act like he's not one of your allies.
Now, there's no need to take your anger out on me. I can't undo what's already happened. But if it will help, I can at least clear up his mess for you.
What?
It's time to sleep, my children. Fall into a loving oblivion, cradled in your merciful mother's arms.
A lullaby?
No. This is...
It's necromancy.
You will descend the mountain as you are, and you will report to Duke Alberea that you found nothing out of the ordinary.
Yes, Mother.
We will.
Necromancy.
Oh my.
The most dangerous of all magic.
Unbelievable. So this is what you witches are capable of, is it?
It's the least I could do after all the trouble you've been through. Duke Alberea is unlikely to doubt what they tell him, so this village shouldn't be targeted again for a while. Although, I'm guessing a gesture like this pales in comparison to what I would have to do to earn your forgiveness.
Yeah, no shit, Vila.
Misty, are you...
Don't be taken in by her sweet talk. She doesn't do things like this out of kindness.
She doesn't.
Targets in sight.
Yep. Dun 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 dun.
What?
A new challenger approaches.
Elise! Your Highness!
Shit! Was she here the whole time?
Now that was silly of you, wasn't it? You should never take your eyes off the princess you're meant to be protecting. As far as knights go, I'm afraid you failed spectacularly in nearly every regard.
Please, let me go! Targets apprehended successfully. Targets identified as Objective 1 and Objective 2. Mission complete.
Who are you? And what do you want? And why does that thing you're on look just like Eric Getlum?
It really does. I take it you being with her means you're an enforcer or something?
I don't comprehend your question.
She's not with Ouroboros, actually. She's a behind-the-scenes helper of sorts who was donated to the Nobel Alliance by an anonymous benefactor. Think of her as yet another ally of the Alliances, much like ourselves, Zephyr, and the Imperial Liberation Front.
She was bought on the black market. That's what she was. Basically, you find out more about this girl and I think Milliam as well in 3. But what I will say though, she and this girl and Milliam are they were basically I think they were basically bought off, as I say, off the black market.
Couldn't ask for a more terrifying lineup right there.
I think, off the top of my head, I think that's how it happens.
If you like, you can think of me as the Wicked Witch, while she's the Black Rabbit guiding my steps with every adorable hop.
So if I pour water on you, mister, you're gonna dissolve. Is that how it works, yeah?
Stop messing around! Lady Clotilde, please give the order to retreat. There is no need to remain here any longer.
Yes, I suppose you're right. Let's be going.
Rean! Rean! Rean!
Elise! Your Highness!
Imagine Valamon just like appears and tackles that the object out of the sky.
Stop! Stop! Bring them back!
Our story is well underway. There will be many obstacles waiting for you. But struggle on and overcome them, and I'm sure that, eventually, you'll reach the stage where the Azure Chevalier awaits. Don't let me down, Rean Schwarzer.
I won't let it end this way! Hang in there, you two! I'm coming for you! I promise!
So yeah, that was fun. Not really, but there you go. The Pentagruel. Yeah, this is the Nobel Alliance's command ship. So see the Pentagruel. There's Rufus.
Has something wondrous caught your eye?
Well, if it isn't Duke Cayenne and the Azure Chevalier.
I like Crow's new outfit. Crow's that's a cool outfit. It's very similar to his outfit when he was like where he was C. I swear his hair's like sort of got a bit darker. Look at him. Look at this wanker.
Marvelous, isn't it, Rufus?
What would be marvelous is drop kicking you out the window of the Pentagram, to be honest, Duke Cayenne.
Does it not bring you joy to look down upon our land from such great heights?
What can you see? You're fucking... It's covered in cloud, you idiot.
Especially when one considers our victory in the war that rages on it all but in our grasp.
Yes, because you are winning, yes, but you have yet to beat, I think it's the 4th Armored Division and the 5th as well.
I'm afraid I have far too much on my mind at the moment to take in such pleasures.
Trying to wonder why my father would do what he did.
But the war is indeed raging on, just as you say. And with every day that passes, I worry more for the people of my father's province caught up in it.
So young, and yet you've already adopted such a delightful perspective. It's clear to me now why your father holds you in such high esteem. Had I a son like you, then I too would take notice of the achievements you've curried in the war thus far.
You flatter me, sir. Green though I may be, I intend to do all in my power to carry out your will as Supreme Commander of the Nobel Alliance.
Please, I am Supreme Commander, yes, but I wouldn't permit merely anyone to take the position of Chief of Staff. Rest assured, you have earned my favor. We are both equally burdened to guide this conflict to a swift conclusion, all for the good of the common people who suffer from it. If only they understood the lengths we go to for them. And on that note, I assume you've already decided on how we will be proceeding?
At present, 60% of the nation is under our control. But on the other hand, the Imperial Army still has a full 50% of its military might remaining. The key to our victory lies in deciding how best to divide the remaining armored divisions between the East and West.
Excellent. Our alliance forces have you, as well as the Panzer Soldats. We have General Aurelia and Brigadier General Wallace, two of the finest soldiers the provincial armies have ever seen.
True. Like, especially General Aurelia, she's great, and then Brigadier General Wallace is, I don't know what to say about him. I don't really know that much about him. I think, apart from the fact that he loves a good old fight, but that's just standard in games like this, really.
To say nothing of the Azure Diva and the countless other allies lending us their aid. Our victory is only a matter of time. Wouldn't you agree, Crow?
I wouldn't get too comfortable if I were you.
Just so we're on the same page here, Divine Knights aren't omnipotent or anything. Ordine isn't going to be wiping fortresses like Corellia off the map in an instant the way Crossbell's Ion did. They're not that mind-bogglingly powerful, sorry to say.
Come now, Crow. You're so modest. Well, no matter. We needn't concern ourselves with Crossbell for the present. Gilead Osborne has fallen. No longer will we be plagued by that detestable man and his foolish ideals. However, his loathsome legacy still lives on. And this great nation has been filled with undesirable pollutants as a result of him and his followers. Our primary task shall be to wash away the filth and restore Erebonia to its rightful, glorious form, a land ruled by nobles.
As you wish.
I nearly forgot. Regarding the other Chevalier, I'm in the midst of pondering if there is a way to get him to join us. And being that you're such a close friend of his, your assistance may be required at some point. Give it some thought, won't you?
Understood.
Crow's like, that's never gonna fucking work, and you know it. If you knew Rean like I knew Rean, that was never gonna fucking work.
You don't think it'll be quite as easy as our friend the Duke does, do you? I can see it written all over your face.
Afraid not. The army isn't the only thing we need to worry about. Not with the RMP and the intelligence division at large. Then there's the fact we couldn't catch the Crimson Wings. Whatever other potential threats piling up on the side. Plus, you know, your brother's out there too. It's way too early to be getting cocky.
My brother is no less a son of the House of Alberea. I'm expecting him to show me the best he can muster. And I don't doubt he'll come at me with everything he's got. But ultimately... unforeseen circumstances are exactly the reason we carry only the finest insurance. Are they not, dear ladies and gentlemen?
You're so right.
Feels kind of overkill having all of us on the same side.
Still, this is how wars are fought.
Whatever, so long as we get to have our fun.
See, these two, the two Zephyr guys, they're actually really good characters. I like them.
Just don't forget, we're not here for you. We won't be working together forever.
This girl's a bit of a bitch. The armored girl says she's a bit of a bitch.
Oh, but the fireworks that will spark from our partnership will be ever so beautiful.
Blue Blanc's just as eccentric as ever.
Yeah, I guess I can help.
This guy says the languid young man. The reason he's like this is because I think he's the first Anguis. Like I think he's like the strongest member of like the enforcers in Ouroboros, and he's basically tired, or like he is what he is because no one's actually given him a challenge, and he's actually rather fucking annoying. I mentioned this when we first saw him. Like he's rather fucking annoying. His boss fight like towards the end of the game is really bad. Like not in like, oh, it's like easy bad. No, it's like bullshit bad.
Point taken. I can't see anyone or anything out there having a chance against this group of monsters.
That's the idea. I leave the unseen side of this War of the Lions reenactment in your capable hands. You're up against the Ironbloods, the Crimson Wings, and the Horned Lions. With opponents like that, you needn't hold anything back. Go forth and enjoy your fill of battle.
Who are the Horned Lions? Is that Class 7? I'll skip this because this is based. You know, in the first episode we saw this cutscene. It's the same one. Yeah, I'll skip that because it's the same cutscene we saw at the beginning of part 1. There we go. The prologue's done, and that's going to conclude today's episode. So, for a quick recap, we beat the Magic Knight, and then he grew 4 arms, and then Valimar came to our rescue once again, and we had our first Divine Knight battle, beat that Magic Knight again. Vida appears from out of nowhere, and Jaegers attack Ymir. Baron Teo Schwarzer got shot. Rean went Super Saiyan, crazy Super Saiyan again. and Elise to snap him out of it. Then both Elise and Alfin got kidnapped by a weird girl with a similar doll thing to what Eric Getlam is. And then we saw more of the Nobel Alliance. And now in the next episode, we're going to continue on with chapter 1. So if you guys enjoyed today's episode, make sure to hit that like button. If you're enjoying our Chosen Cold Steel 2 Let's Play series, make sure to subscribe as well. Also, please be sure to check out my Monster Hunter World Let's Play, where, as of time of recording, we are about to head to the final area of the base game, the Elder's Recess, which shall be really fun. So, yeah. Also, I say this in every episode, I have a project in the work lined up, so hopefully I can record that game for you when it comes out and get the videos up, because I'm really looking forward to it. But if I can't, then I've got backup plans in place, so don't worry, your boy's got you. But with all of that PSA out of the way, this is xdeadlysmoorex, and I shall see you guys next time.